Holy.
You did it.
Oh, I felt that one too.
Okay, that one was in. There it
Ooh.
goes. That was it.
Oh yeah, I felt that.
Got it. That was loud.
Oh yeah.
And when you're ready, you're going to big breath in and close your mouth. Went through in the first try.
Oh, I felt that too. Whew.
What did you feel?
It was some cracking, and it felt like there was like a hole that opened.
So we have Oliver here today. We're definitely going to do the cranial facial release, correct?
Yep, definitely.
And if you haven't seen my new channel, I have an animal chiropractic channel called Animal Cracker, where I adjust horses, dogs, pigs, chickens, cows. You know, one day maybe a giraffe, who knows? I'm trained in it, so I'm ready to go. But check that one out if you can. It's only less than a year old. But today we're going to do something special, which is the cranial facial release. Why did you want to do this?
So 3 years ago, I mean, my whole life I've had issues breathing through my nose, but I was really never told to do anything about it. And it's just progressively gotten worse, especially 3 years ago. There was a moment, I can still remember it, where it just virtually impossible to breathe through my nose, especially when I'm working out. It just, and you know, being a mouth breather is just so unhealthy. So
okay. And what type of symptoms do you have?
And also a lot of pressure.
Can you talk about what you found in your MRI or
for sure.
Or X-ray study?
I have this brain condition called Chiari Malformation, which basically means that my cerebellum, it fell farther than it should when it was developing, and it was from birth, the type that I have. It can happen to people in general, but you can be born with it too. And it's caused a myriad of problems for me, but you know, I'm doing my best to maintain them and deal with it. But one of the main things is just like pressure buildup in my head, and nasal breathing has basically become obsolete at this point.
So you can look it up. It's called Chiari Malformation. And we had to study this when I was in chiropractic school 25 years ago. It was one of the things we studied that where we're not allowed to adjust the neck. So we don't do big cracks on that. It would be dangerous. There is a style of chiropractic called Atlas orthogonal or upper cervical specific that would be. And
it's benefited me a lot. It gave
that.
me basically a year of my life back. That specialty treatment.
So that's a really cool thing. And in my chiropractic school, we had to study all sorts of techniques and then start to specialize in one area. And so we did study Atlas orthogonal. We did study upper cervical specific, and I had nothing but the utmost respect for it. It's amazing stuff. It just wasn't my where my strengths are. My strengths, I'm like a real body work guy. I'm like in the trenches, meat and potato, dig in and get the work done. That's the type of work I like done on me, and that's the type of work I wanted to spend my career doing. But the Atlas orthogonal guys go so specific, and they just move the bone millimeters at a time, and they get amazing results.
It's insane.
And I have nothing but praise for those guys. It's really cool stuff. So I'm glad you've done that. And we're not doing Y-strap. We're not doing big neck adjustments because it's ridiculous.
Not the best idea for me.
It could literally harm him severely. So we talked at length before starting the video because I wanted to make sure he felt like this was something he wanted to do. So we're going to just do the right side and the left side today. I'm going to have you lie on your back. You'll probably want to remove your glasses.
Definitely, of course.
You can put them on the windowsill if you'd like. I have this set up already. And so just go ahead and lie on your back and take a few tissues for your hand because sometimes your eyes tear.
Gotcha.
And what I like to tell people so they know, but you've seen a few of the videos,
Definitely.
right?
Oh yeah. No, I've done my research.
And one of the things I wanted to do with the videos, I put up I think 17 or 19 of them so far just with the cranial facial release, is I want to put up the good, the bad, and the ugly, meaning sometimes someone nosebleeds. Sometimes someone's nose could bleed. We had this one case so far where the balloon came up towards Diego's mouth and we popped it.
Oh, wow.
Okay? So I was told that happens about 1 out of 50 times by my teacher. So it's only happened to me once. And maybe he's right. Maybe it's going to be 1 out of 50 times. And so what happened is you start seeing the balloon and I pop it and we drag it right out. So it's more of like a freaky thing than anything bad happening. Although everybody would think it looks bad, but it's really just a freaky moment. So, biggest thing that can happen is like the nosebleeds. The woman Katie, who I've done, and I told you a little bit about her. She's the one with the crushed nose for 20 years. And the first day she had a lot of bleeding off and on. Like every time she'd blow her nose, she'd see a little blood. And she said that went on for almost 9 hours. Jeez. But most people get just a dot for a few seconds.
For sure.
And to me, it's worth it. And just to finish the point, so I didn't want to make these videos so that everybody comes in. I wanted to make these videos so only a few people would come in that were like really wanted to do this. Like, I don't think everybody should do this because a lot of people go, oh, that's not for me.
It's very specific.
Yeah.
And it might hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It might be uncomfortable. It might, but the person that wants to do it really wants to do it.
Definitely. I mean, that's me.
And that's why I don't talk people into this. Like that woman, Katie, who's done the 5th video comes out tonight. She wanted to do the work. She's like, let's get it done. Let's get it done. So, and you kind of had that determination too.
Yeah,
right?
it's something that affects your life, and if you get a chance for relief that's non-surgical, I mean, there's no way you'll say no. Like, I promise.
And this is really clean and easy. That's the cool thing.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do the right side first, okay?
All right.
Here we go. The toughest thing is just to plant this back here. I'm getting so much smoother at it, so it's already in now. It used to take me 5 minutes to get the thing to go back. And when you're ready, you're gonna big breath in and close your mouth. Went through it the first try.
Oh, I felt that too. Whew.
What did you feel?
It was some cracking, and it felt like there was like a hole that opened.
And then it broke through.
Oh yeah, definitely. I felt it coming out the other side.
And could you reproduce the sound of the cracking, like if you were a sound effects person?
Maybe if you were like, after you crack the egg and you're opening it and you're like getting ready to put it inside the bowl to mix it up.
Yeah.
Or like breaking a rice cake. I don't know,
Yeah,
something
crispy.
like that.
It's
Yeah.
crispy.
Yeah.
Did you hear multiple little cracks?
Yeah. It was like I said, it was like crushing a rice cake in your hand or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was stuffed up. That's for sure.
Do you want to sit up for a minute, or are you good?
No, I'm ready for
Okay.
the next one. Let's do it.
We never gave you floppy. Floppy is a traditional part of this technique now. Floppy, my daughter's 25 years old, Lily, and she doesn't have floppy with her anymore. So floppy's still in my place, my house, and I said, could floppy come in? But there's a reason we use floppy, other than floppy's awesome, is it gives you something to squeeze onto. Because one of the reflexes, which you'll see in a few videos, you didn't do it, you just lay there nicely, but someone will reach up and grab my hand.
Yeah.
And then I can't extract the balloon in time, and it creates a little bit of chaos.
It's like a panic response.
Yeah,
like
so
you're
you
not
just
supposed
hold
to be
here.
doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, so you just hold here.
Okay, gotcha.
And let me give you more tissues.
Thank
So
you.
here's a few.
Yeah, I actually am feeling some mucus that is like really up there, falling like down and like getting ready to come out.
And that's kind of cool because you're going to discharge now for the next day or two. You'll keep blowing your nose. You'll keep, purging all that stuff.
I always do, so maybe this time it'll actually be coming out,
Yeah. So we'll see. You're going to let me know.
I will.
All right, so let's do the next one. You're very good. You're a brave trooper.
Holy.
You did it.
Oh, I felt that one too. Oh man, am I good to blow my nose?
Yeah, now you can sit up. Any blood? Are you okay?
No, not at all.
And here, take some more tissues. Here's a garbage can. And here's a box.
Awesome.
Here, look over at me for a second. So there's 22 bones in the face with 64 different articulations. And when the balloon goes back, one of the things that the balloon does is it mobilizes the cranial bones. It releases direct pressure on the brain by having your bones squeezed so tight in your face. It relieves the dural meningeal tension. And the dura is like the sac or sheath on top of our brain and spinal cord. So it releases some of the pressure around that. And think of the casing on a hot dog being too tight. And we sometimes feel that way where, like our brain and our skull is just too tight. It definitely opens breathing passageways. It will facilitate sinus drainage, and some of the people that would come for something like this have breathing problems, migraine headaches, sinusitis, tinnitus, which is the sound in your ears, like the whooshing or ringing, vertigo, Bell's palsy, trigeminal neuralgia, sleep apnea, snoring, head trauma, and it helps a whole bunch of different things for people. But we don't really target curing any disease or ailment. So you got a chance to clear your nose a little bit. What did you think? Like, how is one side different from the other?
So there was cracking on the right. There wasn't any crack on the left, but the release of pressure on the left was much stronger because that was the one I originally said was like more backed up, where I just couldn't breathe as well through. And I gotta say, I mean, even just talking to you before the session, like there was like I usually have a cloud, like a lot of brain fog going on, and just talking to people, focusing on the here and now is a little bit difficult, but it's like that cloud is gone, like very much so, like it's on its way out. Like I just feel a lot more present and like actually in the room.
Okay.
Definitely, for sure.
So, do you think you'll do a second
I'll
one?
be back next week for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
right, cool. Thank you very much for watching. Oh wait, let it roll. We'll check your back now too. I almost forgot. So keep letting it roll. Lie on your back.
Okay.
And we're not going to adjust his neck, but I do want to do his shoulders, and I want to do his thoracics. So his shoulders kind of hurt when he lifts weights, sometimes, right? Or they feel
Just torqued.
torqued, yeah. That's a good word. Okay, that one was in. There it goes. That was it.
Oh yeah, I felt that.
So I had to change technique. So I thought I could do the single arm, but it wasn't setting up right.
Ooh,
There's
there it is
another
again.
one.
Yeah.
Good. So lie on your side facing me. Now I know people watching, this is going to be fast for the adjustment because today's focus was on the cranial. But I was wanted to throw this in also so that he has this experience. Got it. Come to the other side. Very nice. Okay. Got it. That was loud.
Oh yeah.
Good.
I
So
was
come
backed
stand up. And how do you feel now?
I feel great.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Good.
I mean, that made a huge difference. Like, I mean, obviously it might take a little while for it to really, start going back to where it should be, but it feels like that release is untorquing. The tightness is loosening up for sure. I feel like I'm standing up straighter for sure.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And when you're ready, you're gonna big breath in and close your mouth. Went through it the first try.
Oh, I felt that too. Whew.
What did you feel?
It was some cracking, and it felt like there was like a hole that opened.